Get back to security, as the Nigerian police force has condemned an alleged unprovoked attack by members of the proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria and police personnel in Abuja on Sunday. Let's talk more on this. Let's bring in a security consultant, retired Group Captain Shehu Sadiq. He joins me virtually. Good to have you join us.
Hello, good evening.
So speak to the history of violence between the Shiite group and security agencies, and then the complexity of this particular issue.
Well, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have another clash between the Islamic movement of Nigeria, otherwise known as Shiite group, and the security forces. And it's normal with these things, we have two versions. There's a version of the police that the Shiites attacked a security post near the Wuse market and, started the mayhem that led to the killing of two policemen. On the other hand, I've heard the Shiites saying on BBC Hausa that they didn't initiate the attack, that it is the normal military response, that whenever they are having their procession, that the first response is the use of violence by the security forces. I heard them saying that they have informed the police that they are going to carry out this procession just as is required by the law. However, what I would like to say is that, the processions by these Shiites has become almost an annual event. In as much as there is no law that said such procession in itself is just like the nationwide protest, the Hashi protest, whatever you call it, is an issue of constitutional right of a citizen. However, what I would like to say, since it is very predictable, I am not a Shiite member, but I think their processes or their processions coincide with certain dates. That being the case, I think from the police to the intelligence services, they should be able to almost 90% accurately gauge when these people are going to do these processions. And in doing that, there should be some proactive measures that should be taken. Because why I'm saying this, it is not good that whenever we are going to have these processions, unless there is a law that bans the procession, it's not good that every year that somebody will die, either the Shiites or the security forces. Whoever dies, it's not a good news for the country. It's not a good news for everybody. So I think since we have these, indicators, there are certain dates which they hold very dear, which they do this procession. So that being the case, I think that allows the intelligence agencies and security agencies to make some preparatory plans, maybe block some routes, maybe talk with the Shiites, like they said that the Shiites said that they spoke with the police, which routes are you going to follow, and then advise them accordingly. So I think if this is done,
if I may comment quickly, considering that a court in July 2019 had ruled that IMN activities amount to illegality, and then we also see the history of violence that trail their activities. How should the Nigerian government and security agencies respond to this? Because again, you have talked about how it is an annual procession. Respond to this going forward.
Well, to be honest, I am talking here, technically as a security person. I think the issue of saying, come out to say that the procession itself is illegal is a very touchy issue. I know there is also a court that said the IMN is a terrorist organization. I'm always cautious as security consultant of timing everything as terrorism or every group as terrorist group. Terrorism should be reserved for something that is at the extreme end of the scale. I don't like when we use these terms terrorism, when we use these terms, terrorist acts and everything. Having said that, to my own understanding, the Shiites are exercising their rights of procession under the Constitution, which cannot be so. But of course, like always the saying goes, when they are doing this procession, they also have to respect the rights of other citizens or other Nigerians that may be using public spaces. So this is where the police come in. When the police come in, I think the mindset is first to de-escalate the situation. The mindset is to provide security for both the people doing the processions and so that also the other citizens who are not part of the processions are not also deprived of their rights. But I think we do not see this. Again, I've spoken of the predictability. Predictability, these people do these things on certain dates, on certain times of the year. If that is the case, then I think the police and the security agencies, they have some leeway of trying to reduce this incidence of clashes between the Shiites and the security agencies. That is the point I want to make. And I think in everything, first, the security agent has the right also to protect his life if he feels threatened. But at the same time, professionalism requires, as long as it is not a war situation, that is Nigeria fighting with another country. Its citizens either misguided by political reasons or by religious reasons who are trying to show their disapproval with the government. In that case, the task of any security agency, whether police or army or whoever it is not to come out and kill. The first thing you come with the mindset of de-escalating, of convincing. Of course, it is not certain that such tactics will work, but that is what you come with. Then, as the situation progresses, you also have to
we do have to leave it there.
Lethal to lethal force. Yes.
We do have to leave it there. The police, he said, they are carrying out their investigation. We'll see how far this goes. Thank you so much for your time, security consultant, retired group captain Shehu Sadiq. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you very much.
We're still talking security. The Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 17, Akure, Abiodun Ashabi, says strategic deployment of drones will assist in addressing kidnapping in flashpoints in Ondo and Ekiti states. Mr. Ashabi spoke while receiving drones donated to the Ekiti and Ondo commands of the Nigerian Police, as well as the Ondo State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. Senior reporter Yodeji Morade, your report.
Ondo and Ekiti State in southwest Nigeria have had their own share of kidnapping and other related crimes in the country. In Ondo, Ifon and Elegbeka in Osel local government area, as well as some parts of Akoko, are flashpoints where abduction is on the rise. The fight against kidnapping in the two neighboring states received a boost with the donation of drones.
The drones will be deployed for
the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG in charge of Zone 17, Akure, Abiodun Ashabi, said the donation is a welcome development. One drone each was presented to Ondo and Ekiti commands of the Nigeria Police, as well as Ondo State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC. The AIG said the drones will be effectively deployed to flashpoints in the two states.
Two states in the zone, we've been doing a lot, and then we just have to do this deployment of zones now, so that at least we will be able to get on top of the situation and ensure that the citizens of Ondo and the Ekiti states are better protected.
The head of the two security agencies described the gesture as timely.
It is essential for us to deploy technology to help aid security in the state. This is not just for Ondo State, but everywhere. I think everybody's, going towards that area.
The forested areas where most of these criminal activities endured will now see that there is no hiding place for them.
The donor explained why the drones were presented to the security agencies.
Crime should be everybody's concern. I mentioned earlier in UK, there's this slogan, see something, say something, sorted. Like when you see something that is not going well in your neighborhood, you need to cry out loud, no matter who is involved.
Like Oliver Twist, the security agencies ask for more urgent-spirited Nigerians to follow suit. Ayodeji Morade, TVC News, Akure.